So thank you very much for that very powerful introduction. I'm not sure if I can match that, but you know, we're here today to bring you a lot of value and insights to the drone market. However, before we get into that, I'd like to share a little bit about HP and what we are doing at HP with our additive manufacturing technology. Okay, so as introduced, my name is Daniel Thomsen. I'm the head of go-to-market for additive manufacturing solutions in APJ. And I just want to introduce a little bit about what HP is doing with additive manufacturing or 3D printing. We're relatively new to I'll do it this way. We're relatively new to 3D printing in comparison to some of our colleagues in the market. In 2014, we introduced to the market that HP is coming with a 3D printer. As you know, HP is very well known in 2D printing. We just added that extra dimension, and with our capabilities and our internal knowledge, we developed a 3D printer and brought that to the market in 2016. So we're relatively new to the market, and as you can see here, over the years, we've evolved the technology, we've shaped that technology to do many, many different things. However, one thing that HP has done very, very well is brought a technology to market for production purposes. Many people understand 3D printing as a rapid prototyping or a prototyping tool. However, we've brought a solution to market suitable for scaling from prototyping up to production. This is very, very well suited to the drones market. One of our missions is to transform manufacturing, making additive manufacturing parts available to everyone, everywhere. You might find this ironic, being the head of go-to-market, or you could say the head of sales. I don't want to sell you a printer. The entry or the barrier to selling a printer is quite high, and that barrier is the cost of the printer. However, we do want to enable you to use the technology. So in India, we have built up a number of companies, and they should have a brochure close by you there, where you can access this technology. You don't need to buy it yourself. You need to come with a design or come with a concept, work with these companies, and they have printers that you can access and print your design. I have some questions, and we're a small group today, so nobody be embarrassed, and maybe I'd like some answers here. What is this? Screwdriver. What do you do with a screwdriver? You put in screws. Maybe that's a very obvious one. What is this one? It's a saw. You cut wood with this saw. That's the intended purpose of the saw. What is this? It's a spirit level. I've presented this presentation in a few different countries, and people don't know what that is in English. You guys are all right. It's a spirit level. That's for making things flat. What is this? It's a 3D printer. Collectively, these are tools for a purpose. A 3D printer can print just about anything you throw at it, but it may not be economical to do that. It may not be the right solution that you're bringing. I used an example the other day. I can print a house brick, but that's going to be a very expensive house brick. If you're building a house, go and buy a traditional brick. A 3D printer is not the technology for that. If I look at the printers that we sell today, we sell a range of printers with a range of accessories for different purposes. If you start on the left-hand side, you have an entry-level machine, and this is for printing lower volumes, maybe prototyping, and maybe some production work. But if you move up to the under end of the scale, we have full automation on our systems, so there's limited labor, there's printing through the evening, there's high utilization, and there's great economics around using this as a production factory for printing parts economically. This is done in India today. Even though economics here, cost of labor, cost of facilities are vastly different to maybe other areas in APJ, which I manage, it still makes sense. So 3D printing is a tool which is viable for specific applications. I say the word specific applications because we're not printing house bricks. We are focused on 4 distinct areas where it makes a lot of sense to use our 3D printing technology to provide solutions. Those areas are industrial, say automation, robotics in different machinery, in different parts of equipment on the production line. In mobility, that is not limited to automotive. It's basically anything with wheels. Diggers, construction equipment, cars, scooters, you name it. There is a play there for additive manufacturing. In the healthcare, in O&P or prosthetics, namely sockets, we have a few businesses in India which print customized sockets for amputees, and these are very, very successful businesses. And drones. I'm not an expert in drones. However, the following speaker is an expert in drones, and that's how I'm going to introduce you today. Now, it's very easy for me to come on stage and claim that HP is fantastically good in these areas. We can print solutions. However, without the knowledge and know-how into designing those solutions, how to print those solutions, how to finish those parts that come out of the machine, you don't have a valuable solution to the intended purpose. So knowledge and know-how is super important. We have teams here aligned with our focuses, and these are people sitting in certain locations around the world and deliver knowledge and know-how to me in the region and my staff, but to you as the customer trying to use the printer for a specific purpose. I've purposely put people and names on there because this is very important to show you this is someone's role at HP, to deliver value and to deliver solutions to specific markets. So in the drone section here, we have Gino with us today. Gino's worked at HP since 2018. He's had experiences in additive manufacturing or 3D printing for more than 10 years. He's got a master's in industrial engineering. His focus is optimizing drone design and manufacture, and he's the head of our drones team situated in Barcelona. He's currently interacting with more than 100 companies in this space where they see that our technology is key to their success. So please join with me in welcoming Gino, and he's going to share case studies, examples, and his goal today is not to teach you, but to expose you to the possibilities of what's available to the drone segment. So thank you, Gino.